The birthday of Imam Al-Baqir alayhi salam on the first day of Rajab, it was Friday in Medina al-Munawwara. One of the brother Saleh asked me a couple of weeks ago to focus on the life of those 12 Imams, because there are young brothers and sisters who would join us, especially as we go through the summer, and more time for participation, and let us have some more education about Ahlul Bayt, the 12 Imams. And I promise to do so, as we take the suggestions very seriously all the time. But instead of doing that in order, we do it based on the occasions. Because if today is the birthday of Imam Al-Baqir or tomorrow, it's better to talk about this occasion rather than birthday of Imam Ali, which is going to be next week. So we cover the discussion of 12 Imams, but we go with the occasions. Though we have done this discussion in Arabic khutbah years back, but let's do this in English and with more new information, and we'll start from the 5th Imam today because of the occasion of his birthday. The Imam who was a leader, a teacher, and a great member of the family of the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him. He lived only 58 years in this world, but he left a lasting legacy, both in the form of university of jurisprudence and knowledge, and also in the form of his son, Al-Imam Al-Sadiq. He left these two great lasting legacies for humanity. ولد الباقر عليه السلام بالمدينة يوم الجمعة غرة رجب سنة 57 من الهجرة قبل قتل الحسين عليه السلام ب3 أو 4 سنين. Imam Baqir alayhi salam, he was 3 or 4 years old on the day of Ashura. So he experienced the pain and persecution of Ahlul Bayt. وروى جابر عن رسول الله صلى الله عليه وآله يا جابر يوشك أن تبقى حتى تلقى ولدا من ولدي يقال له محمد بن علي الحسين ابن الحسين يبقر العلم بقرا فإذا رأيته فاقرأه من السلام. The Prophet told one of his companions, Jabir, that you will live long enough to see one of my great-grandchildren, son, his name is my name, and you will see him. When you saw him, please pass my salam to him. فأخر الله تعالى مدتي حتى رأيت الباقر فأقرأته السلام عن جده رسول الله صلى الله عليه وآله. I lived long and I saw Muhammad ibn Ali ibn al-Husayn alayhim as-salam, and I passed the regard of the Prophet, peace upon him, to Al-Imam Al-Baqir, and the Prophet said that he is going to open the heart of the knowledge, and this is why the title Al-Baqir Yaqbur al-Ilm. He split open the heart of the matter of knowledge in a very amazing and unprecedented way. وكان كالنبي في شمائله وفي صفاته وفي دلائله ففي محياه حياة العرفاء وكيف لا وهو شبيه المصطفى ووجهه الوجيه قبلة الورى من كل ما يرى وما ليس يرى وعينه عين عيون المعرفة أسرارها بنورها منكشفة. This is Al-Imam Al-Baqir alayhi salam, whose life started during the regime of the Umayyads, but as he is young and he took the responsibility of leadership, the kings of the Marwani came to the power from Marwan ibn al-Hakam, that criminal who chose Hajjaj ibn Yusuf as the governor of Kufa, Iraq, and everybody knows about the brutality and ruthlessness of Hajjaj ibn Yusuf in Kufa. And then, of course, other guy like Abdul Malik ibn Marwan and his sons, one of them Sulaiman and another one Walid, his sons, they came to power and they continued their corruption and crime against humanity and especially against the Shia community in Iraq and elsewhere at that time. The only star in the Umayyads kingdom was Umar ibn Abdul Aziz, as a just ruler who stopped insulting Amir al-Mu'mineen, that till then Imam Ali was insulted and cursed on public, on the podiums, on the prayer on Friday. And Umar ibn Abdul Aziz stopped that bid'ah, that crime, and he was nice to the people in Iraq, in Syria, everywhere. He invited Imam Al-Baqir alayhi salam to Damascus, and he welcomed Imam Al-Baqir with hospitality and warmth. And when Imam was about to return to Medina, he asked the Imam to give him some advice. Imam Baqir alayhi salam said to Umar ibn Abdul Aziz, أوصيك أن تتخذ صغير المسلمين ولدا وأوسطهم أخا وكبيرهم أبا فارحم ولدك وصل أخاك وبر أباك. My advice to you is that look at the people in your society, the younger ones, consider them as your children. The ones who are older, in the middle of their age, consider them as your brothers. And the elderly, consider them as your father. So the kids need compassion. The brothers need connection and communication. And the elderly need kindness. So I advise you to be compassionate, to be connected, and to be kind to your children, to your brothers, and to your father. And he appreciated this nasiha from Imam Al-Baqir alayhi salam, and he appreciated that, he thanked Imam for this beautiful combination. He said, if I do this, that's enough for me to be a blessed person. Of course, the government of Umar ibn Abdul Aziz was short, and after him again, Yazid ibn Abdul Malik, followed with Hisham Abdul Malik. They came to power in Syria, in Damascus, and they continued the policy of Umayyads and the Marwanis against Ahlul Bayt. They were careful, if they had any doubt about anyone of connection with Ahlul Bayt, to demolish their houses, to violate their rights, to put them in jails, and to murder them. They were looking for anyone with any connection with Ahlul Bayt to destroy. They were plundering the wealth of the Muslim community, and spending the money of the society for the poets to make poetry and admire the criminals of the Amawids and the Marwanis, and to the singer to come and to sing and have music. So as they were busy in their palaces with entertainment of the poetry and song, and distributing the tharawat, the wealth of the Muslim community for their shahawat and for their desires, they were following those people who were calling for justice, calling for freedom, calling for truth, to murder them, to destroy them. And obviously they were focusing on Ahlul Bayt and Imam Baqir alayhi salam in particular. And Imam Baqir alayhi salam, in such a situation, this darkness of ignorance, wants to, from one side, educate the community and bring knowledge to people, and at the same time to fight injustice and oppression of the Marwanis. And that was not an easy job to do. But despite all of this, I was looking at the book that Baqir Sharif al-Qurashi wrote about Ahlul Bayt, and one volume dedicated to Al-Imam al-Baqir alayhi salam. He mentions the biography of 482 scholars who were students of Imam al-Baqir, and he mentioned them by names, and he talked about them briefly, about their character and about their personality and their connection with Imam al-Baqir. The focus of Imam al-Baqir alayhi salam was education of the community. He said, "Al-ilmu khaza'in wal-mafatih as-su'al." Knowledge is treasure, and the key for that is as-su'al. If you don't know, ask. That is the access to the treasury of knowledge. فإنه يؤجر في العلم أربعة: السائل، المتكلم، المستمع، المحب لهم. Four groups of people are rewarded related to knowledge: the one who asks, the one who answers, the one who listens, and the one who is interested in this process of conversation. And again, Imam al-Baqir alayhi salam said that one scholar, one person whose knowledge, the light of his knowledge benefits the community, is better than 70,000 worshippers that they just pray to go to heaven. Just they want to save their own souls, but they don't do anything for anyone else. He said one person equals and even more than those 70,000. تعلموا العلم فإن تعلمه حسنة وطلبه عبادة ومذاكرته تسبيح والبحث عنه جهاد وتعليمه صدقة وبذله لأهله قربة والعلم ثمار الجنة وأنس في الوحشة وصاحب في الغربة ورفيق في الخلوة ودليل على السراء وعون على الضراء وزين عند الأخلاء وسلاح على الأعداء يرفع الله به قوما فيجعلهم في الخير صادة وللناس أئمة يقتدى بفعالهم وتقتص آثارهم ويصلي عليهم كل رتب ويابس. Subhanallah, this is the statement of Imam Baqir, that whatever you are looking for yourself in this world or here after, if you are looking for security, if you're looking for satisfaction, if you are looking for beauty, for guidance, for power, for protection, for leadership, for blessing, for comfort, for whatever that you are looking in this life or the day of Akhirah, all are connected to education, education, education. Can you imagine that this is Imam Baqir, and he's talking about almost 1400 years ago, and now even today, majority of Muslims, maybe they never heard the name of Imam Baqir, or if they knew that his name, have no idea about his knowledge and personality. There is no book about this Imam in many of the Muslim libraries in the Muslim world and Arab world. Isn't it a shame? He said, تفقهوا في الحلال والحرام وإلا فأنتم أعراب. لو أتيت بشاب من شباب الشيعة لا يتفقه في الدين لأوجعته. It is saying that if I see a young man in Muslim community without the knowledge, without understanding of his faith, that hurts me. The Imam al-Muslimin, his heart is hurt to see uneducated youth in the community of the Muslims. Then he told two of his visitors, Salma and Al-Hakam ibn Utaybah, he said, شرقا وغربا فلا تجدان علما صحيحا إلا شيئا خرج من عندنا أهل البيت كل شيء لم يخرج من هذا البيت فهو وبال. He said, you can go to the east or to the west, study the whole world. If you are looking for the knowledge that benefits humanity, it starts from Ahlul Bayt. And if there is any knowledge, any education, any science that's against the values of Ahlul Bayt, instead of being a blessing, it's going to be a trouble for humanity. نحن صراط الله المستقيم ورحمة الله للعالمين بنا يفتح الله وبنا يختم الله من تمسك بنا نجا ومن تخلف عنها غوى. This is the straight path towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. الخير كل الخير في لسانه والعلم كل العلم في بيانه منطقه منطقة الكمال ناطقة العدل والاعتدال بل هو مفتاح مفاتيح الهدى وعنده الغيب شهود أبدا به تجلت صفة المعارف في قلب كل سالك وعارف. The Shair is talking about the Imam Al-Baqir alayhi salam, that all the blessing and knowledge and the logic and the key to all the treasuries of wisdom is in the hand of Baqir al-Ulum, the fifth Imam of Ahlul Bayt alayhim as-salam. Sallu ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Jabir ibn Abdullah al-Ansari, Jabir ibn Yazid al-Juhfi is one of the students of Imam Al-Baqir alayhi salam. And he is asking Imam Al-Baqir alayhi salam for some advice. أوصيك بخمس يا جابر. I tell you 5 things, remember this. إن ظلمت فلا تظلم. If you were hurt, don't try to hurt somebody else. So, I was the victim of injustice, so it's okay for me to exercise injustice to someone else. No, don't do that. وإن خانوك فلا تخن. If you were betrayed, it doesn't justify you to betray somebody else. وإن كذبت فلا تغضب. Somebody lied to you. It doesn't justify that you get angry out of control and do whatever you want to do. وإن مدحت فلا تفرح. If somebody is admiring you, you don't get too excited because somebody said something good about you. وإن ذممت فلا تجزع. If somebody criticizes you, don't get depressed and frustrated, think that, then I'm down, it's end of the world, somebody criticized me. وفكر فيما قيل فيك فإن عرفت من نفسك ما قيل فيك فسقوطك من عين الله عز وجل عند غضبك من الحق أعظم عليك مصيبة مما خفت من سقوطك من أعين الناس. When you hear something, think about it. If what you heard is true and you are really what you heard and what somebody said about you, if that's true, then you have to be more worried about the anger of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the anger of people. And if what you heard is not true, then you just got some tabab majani, like you were rewarded without doing anything. Allah is rewarding you. and you didn't do anything, you should be very happy. Then Imam said, وَإِذَا أَرَدْتَ أَن تَعْلَمَ أَنَّ فِيكَ خَيْرًا فَانْظُرْ إِلَىٰ قَلْبِكَ. You like to know if you are a good guy or not, right? Everybody want to know, like a measurement that in the eyes of Allah, if I'm a right person or not. Imam said, فَانْظُرْ إِلَىٰ قَلْبِكَ. Check your heart. فإن كان يحب أهل طاعة الله عز وجل ويبغض أهل معصيته ففيك خير. If you see in your heart love for the faithful, for those who love God, if you love those who love God, then there is reward, there is blessing. You are a person of God and God loves you. وإن كان يبغض أهل طاعة الله ويحب على معصيته فليس فيك خير. But if your heart is full of hate for those who love God and those who have faith in God, then you are in trouble. والمرء مع من أحب. بئس العبد عبدا يكون ذا وجهين وذا لسانين. The worst people are those who have two faces and two tongues. When they see you, أهلا وسهلا مشتاق إليك أنا أكثر مشتاق أكثر اشتياقا, I love you. But in your absence, they start cursing you and attacking you and saying bad things. Imam said that these are munafiqun and these are the worst thing. Imam alayhi salam, Imam Baqir, was number one, man of education, and number two, man of ethics. And this is why he advised the faithful on all these moral issues. And number three, man of action. Despite of being a leader, a teacher, an educator, and a struggler against the oppression and injustice of the Umayyads and Marwanis. At the same time, this man, Muhammad ibn al-Munkadir, he says that I was checking in suburb of Medina, and in very hot weather I saw that Imam Baqir, although he is more than 50 years old and he is sweating and he's working so hard, and I said, Ya Ibn Rasulullah, are you doing this for dunya? What if you just die now in this situation? What is the point? It's not worth it. And Imam said, if I die at this time, I'm so honored that I died in ta'atillah, because when I do a right work and work hard to bring a halal income for my family, that is a ta'atullah, I'm obeying Allah. And my death at that time is a death of obedience. And I prefer to die this way than die when I'm doing ma'siyatullah and disobeying Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He said, شَرُّ الْآبَاءِ مَنْ دَعَاهُ الْبِرِّ إِلَى الْإِفْرَاطِ وَشَرُّ الْأَبْنَاءِ مَنْ دَعَاهُ التَّقْصِيرِ إِلَى الْعُقُوقِ. The worst fathers are who spoil their children out of love, and the worst children are the one who they are walidain, they curse their soul and disconnect with their parents out of their ignorance. So Imam Baqir was man of action. He is trying to tell the community that he is against laziness. He doesn't want to see in the community the youth who are ignorant, they are not educated. He hates to see the youth and the community that's not moral. And he hates to see that people in the community that they have job opportunity but they don't work. He says, I hate to see that somebody can work and has opportunity to have a job but laying down and saying, oh Allah, urzuqni. And he expects Allah to do a favor to him and, provide him with khair, and he is not working. Imam was very much against that. So Maktab Ahlul Bayt, the school of Ahlul Bayt, the school of work, education, and ethics. It's funny, my son Hassan, they sent me something in joking at first, says LOL, but anytime somebody jokes, there is some jib in joke, right? I mean, some seriousness involved. I said, if the time that I was born, every day you had saved $2 for me, now I was done, my education was completed, I had my own house, I had married by now, maybe have children, and all I have now just a cheap car now, because you didn't do that for me. And I said that if I had saved you $2 a day, and you had your car and your house and you married and education completed, and I had saved it for you, then your life was really useless, because there was no reason for you to be in this world to begin with. So why you are here to begin with? If everything else is taken care of by somebody else, there is no point for your presence, and there is no point for your existence and living in this world. And then I should question the wisdom of God? No. I was very fortunate that my father did not save $2 a day for me. As a matter of fact, I was helping my father from the time that I was 15, 16 years old. And that was the reason of my success, alhamdulillah, in life. And I see this, some people in our community, just because they have money, they buy expensive cars for their sons, their daughters, and they provide everything. And then you see in Warren Avenue, some of the sons and daughters, they drive like they are in Beirut or in Baghdad or Basra or Tehran or Tripoli, and they are in different world. So how you want to encourage this youth to educate themselves, because they already have everything else? Everything they want is already there. I have a good car, I have a good house, I have money, my father gives me everything. I don't have to do anything. So Imam Baqir alayhi salam was very much against this. When I see the sons of like Hajj Fatah, as is not poor person, mashallah, is a doctor and man of business and man of proficiency. But you look at the family, ordinary clothes, the son like Ali and Muhammad. You feel the sense of responsibility. His wife called me, she said that she was going to bring their daughter from university where she was. And she said that 11 hours of driving. They could arrange a flight. But they felt that this is the best way of bringing responsibility towards the children and raise them responsibility. Of course, they pay a lot of money for their education, which is understandable. If any of us has money and able to pay for our children to educate themselves, that makes sense. But to spoil the children, that is unfortunately something that happens sometimes in our community, and that is wrong, that does not help. And this is what Imam Baqir alayhi salam was extremely against that. We have to bring this responsibility among ourselves. Yes, brothers and sisters, as followers of Imam Al-Baqir, we have so many challenges. We have to continue the path of Imam Al-Baqir, education, morality, and action. And at the same time, fighting corruption and injustice. This is the way of Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam. They did it, and we have to do it. We face Islamophobia in the United States, in Europe. And then we go to the East, in the Middle East, we have Shi'a phobia. Here is Islamophobia, over there we have Shi'a phobia. I was reading a report from Shia Rights Watch, it's a global organization, independent, follows to document the persecution of the Shia in the world. And just 2 days ago they released the monthly report, and it's online, and they show by document what happened to Shia in Indonesia, in Pakistan, in Bahrain, in Libya, in Lebanon, in Syria, in Egypt, in Kuwait, in Saudi Arabia, in Iraq, in Qatar, in some other areas. It's unbelievable. They commit all these crimes in Syria in the name of like Shia is fighting Sunni. Where is the Shia? Is that Sheikh who was killed in the masjid, was he Shia? Is all the army of Syria, they are Shia, all of them are Sunni. And the Alawis are not even Shia, but even the Alawis are a minority, a small number of people. They are not a big majority in Syria. The army is Syria is Sunni. All this wazara and the government and prime minister and ministers, they are all Sunnis. So where is it coming from that Shia and Sunni No, there are some takfiri and some criminals who chose to be puppets, and they are Arab. They say, aha, the path to paradise goes through Syria. Oh, where is in the Quran and the Sunnah to say the path of paradise is from Syria? Well, you never said that the path of paradise is in Palestine. We never heard you guys say that. And all of a sudden they take hundreds of the youth from Europe, from America, from other places, radicalize them. And they say, yeah, we are fighting, you know, for Shia and Sunni. And this ridiculous situation that is going on, and we have to be very aware of that. The Mufti of Palestine was arrested just 2 days ago. We never heard them say any. The Sheikh Mohammad Ali, I met with him in Masjid Al-Aqsa. And so many other. Israel directly attacked Syria, and the Arabic world is silent, is shame. And now they are providing all the money, all the support, all military, all the might to fight Shiaism, that the Shia is a danger. So you see the madlumiyat of Imam Baqir, the madlumiyat of Ahlul Bayt, brothers and sisters, continues even today. And what is the solution? The solution came from Imam Baqir. More education, more morality, and more action. This is something that is the job and the task, and also opportunity for our new generation to follow with that. Assalamu alayka ya ibn Rasulullah أيها الإمام الباقر عليه السلام ناشر آثار النبي الهادي بالعلم والحكمة والإرشاد به استبانت لأولي الأفهام معالم الحلال والحرام به صفت شريعة المختار عن كدر الأهواء والأفكار كأنها الكوثر في الصفاء طاب ورودها لطيب الماء به نمت وأورقت أشجارها به زكت وأينعت أثمارها به تدلت لذوي المعالي أغصانها في غاية الكمال. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إنا أعطيناك الكوثر فصل لربك وانحر إن شانئك هو الأبتر. اللهم لا تدع لنا ذنبا في هذه الساعة إلا غفرته، ولا هما إلا فرجته، ولا صبما إلا شفيته، ولا رزقا إلا بسطته، ولا خوفا إلا أمنته، ولا سوءا إلا صرفته، ولا حاجة لك فيها رضا ولي فيها صلاح إلا قضيتها يا أرحم الراحمين. وإلى الصلاة إن الصلاة تنهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله.